How's it going, YouTube? New video for you. We're gonna get started on the rear suspension. Well, not started, finish the rear suspension. I have the leaf spring kind of loosely in place where it's got to be to try and get an idea of where the ride height's gonna add up. I need to know the ride height so I can set the pinion angle of the diff. So we're gonna start off, I'll split these wishbones. I gotta decide how I'm gonna modify them for sure. Probably gonna cut this step, like where it tapers down there. I'm probably gonna cut that section out of them. And I might end up reusing the end joints here to actually mount the diff. So I've got some bungs, some rod ends. We'll get these wishbones cut up and get that started. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys a better shot of what I got going on here. So I cut that section of the wishbone out, and there's my bungs that I got to weld in that end. Then I got to weld these back on. You saw me bevel the hell out of it, clean it up. So the plan is that I'm going to make a mount off of the diff that yoke from the wishbone will just slide over, and then that bolt, that large diameter, I believe it's like a 3/4 inch bolt, will go through it and clamp tight to the bracket on the diff, which will keep the diff from rotating. And then the wishbone mount will mount at the front, just like what the front one does to the underside of the frame. So I'm probably gonna try and drop that mount down a little bit at the back instead of having it centered on the diff like that, because I would like to keep that wishbone kind of level with the bottom of the frame rail. Should work out okay. Probably gonna have to shorten this a little bit more. If you look at the curve of the frame, it starts curving back in. So I'm probably gonna have to shorten it back into here somewhere to get that wishbone mount in a straight portion of the frame. Should have plenty of tire clearance. Work out pretty good. Okay, busted out the CAD design here again. Got to cut out 4 of these. Basically, they're going to mount underneath the diff like this. And the front of them will get welded to a tube that this here will fit through. So these here will sit like that onto that tube. And then I'll cap the bottom of it and the top here and close it all in. And that will be the rear wishbone mount to the diff. So I'll get those traced out onto some plate and bust out the plasma cutter and start cutting. Okay, got the plates cut. Clamped 2 of them in the vise together so that they're a matching pair. When I weld them to the diff, I want them to be matching. The plan here, so they're gonna fit like this. And there's gonna be a plate on the top, a plate on the bottom that will follow this entire length and cap it. Then there'll be a piece of tube in here to prevent it from crushing. So it'll all have the right diameter hole. When you clamp it down, that's what's gonna hold it solid. Pretty straightforward. From here on out, I'll get everything cut up and we'll time lapse it and weld her all up. Well, the time lapse does a good job of making 2 hours worth of work look like 30 seconds. Finished product. They turned out pretty good. I gotta come in, cut the tacks off these brackets, get them removed, clean the diff up, probably roll it right out, get the tubes cleaned right up, and get it ready to start putting the diff in. I have to make 2 more of these brackets. I've got a couple more of those bungs. So I'll make those up too, and we'll start getting the diff centered in and figure out pinion angle. When we get to that point, I guess I'll do a video trying to explain the pinion angle a little better. Should work out. It's coming along. Okay, all the brackets are made. Front ones are made just like the rear, just like the front wishbones would use. Exact same bracket. Rear brackets are done. Bungs are welded in. So now I need to start with, I need to square the diff to the front axle. So I need to make sure that it's the same distance, front to rear on both sides. The front axle is squared in the chassis already. So if I have the diff squared to the front axle, it should be square. You need to center the width side to side and set pinion angle. So pinion angle, to set the pinion angle, you want it about the same as what the harmonic balancer would be. So placed on the harmonic balancer here, you can see we have about 4 degrees from 90 there. So I want the pinion at about 4 degrees. Currently we are at 3, which is about where I want it. Ideally, depending on the type of rear suspension that you would have, you would actually set negative pinion angle. So on a leaf spring car that you're drag racing with lots of traction, you could have up to 9 degrees of negative pinion angle. Because when this pinion gear rotates, you can see the pinion tries to climb. And a leaf spring car will actually wrap the leaf springs and actually twist the leaf springs. So this, because it's a 2-link suspension and going to be fairly solid, it's not going to climb a lot, and it's a low horsepower application with a skinny tire. Most of the use of this vehicle is just going to be cruising. So at cruising speed, it really just needs that 1 degree down and it should end up perfect. So I'll just set the tripod up, double check that I've got the diff square in the vehicle, and start welding some brackets on. Okay, I need to get the rear axle brackets welded on. So at ride height, you want the shackles at about a 45. So with no weight on the springs, you typically set them up straight, like this, parallel. So I've got them parallel. I'll mark the diff and measure and make sure it's the same on both sides. and we'll pull them off of the shackles and tack them on. If you have more than a 45-degree angle on these shackles at ride height, you can end up with chassis rock, and the chassis will actually wobble side to side. And you can put a panhard bar in to fix it, but ideally I don't want to have to put one in. So we'll get these marked up and get them tacked in. Well, it's an official roller. Something screwed up in that time lapse and I lost part of it. Whatever, it happens. So I got some more stuff coming, more stuff on order. I got some shocks coming for the rear, shocks for the front. We'll get that stuff sorted out before the body goes on. I've actually got everything coming to do the exhaust too. So we might do the exhaust before the body goes on just to make it easier. And once all that stuff's fabricated, the chassis will basically be ready to come apart for paint. I'll get the body mounted and everything before I do that. But anyway, it's coming along. Here you can see what I was talking about with the shackle angle. You don't want more than 45. So we're going to end up pretty close once all the weight's on it. Everything's got to get fully welded. I'll pull the diff out to do it. You want to be comfortable when you weld. So anyway, if you like the videos, you want to see more, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. Anyway, have a good one, guys.